Welcome to today, and what we'll be doing precisely is how to connect our router. Yes, most of us will be connecting our router to our system, and we don't know how to go about all this and to see how possible we can do some things in our router. So I'll be walking you through in buying or getting your external router, and also to configure some things which you may not want to be there. So once you check your router, at the back of your router, you will see the URL. Okay, you see the URL, and the URL sometimes it comes with what the IP. So what you do is just for you to enter the IP which you have at the back of your router. So I'll be entering mine. That is the IP of my router, so I'll enter, and it will show up this. So the next thing for you to do is just for you to at the back of that same router, you will see the username and the password. But in the case of this, it's just telling me to enter the password, which I will also get at the back of my router. Okay, whenever you are getting a router, you always see all these settings at the back of the router. They're always there. The IP, which is the URL, the username, and the password, they are always there. So I'll just enter my password. So you can see it has opened. My router has opened. So from this side, I can configure whatsoever things which I want to configure to my taste. Okay, not the way he came from. That is the default, not that way. I can configure this my router to my taste, to whatsoever I want. Okay guys, so you get to the settings, you just see statistics. This the system is connected to. Okay, it's connected to this system. Now if I connect to my other system, you always be seeing it here. This is where cybersecurity come in place. Okay, whenever you are connecting, always make sure you know your system, and you also know the system that is connected to this router. You can see my other system is connected to this router. Okay, so from this end, I can see that the systems that are connected to this router. So from there, I can know if someone is penetrating into my router, into my network, or just only me that is on that same network. From here, you can detect if someone is penetrating your network, or just only you yourself, you are penetrating to your network. So you can see how useful this is. So most of us, we get router, we just make use of it, and we don't know the extent and the usage on how this can be done. So you can see, if I also connect other things, let me connect my phone to this same network, to this same router, you will get it, and you'll be seeing it live and direct here. Okay, let me connect my phones. Okay, so you can see it's getting 3. Okay, you see. So this is how to know the networks that is being connected to your router, to your network, so that you will not be hacked, your system will not be hacked. But whenever you see a system unfamiliar to you that is being connected to your router, the next thing for you to do from that your router is just to block that person. Okay, just block that person. I disconnected my phone. You can see the phone is disconnected from this router. So get to your settings, and you can see your advanced settings. Okay, now in this your advanced settings, you will see a lot for you to do, which you want to do. Okay, now in this my APN settings is auto. You can put your manual if you want to do manual. Come to my power save. You can see it can detect a long Wi-Fi coverage. It can go to a long Wi-Fi coverage. It depends on which you want. If you want a short coverage or you want a medium coverage, just click on it and click on what you apply. Okay, go to my router. You can see the IP of my router. You can see the subnet, all blah blah blah. You come to my firewall. You can see my port forwarding. Well, my port forwarding is disabled. Okay, make sure you try to disable your port forwarding. Okay, it depends on what you also want. And you can see my port mapping, everything here is disabled. All of them are disabled. Go to my DDNX. My DDNX is disabled. If you want to enable yours, you can enable and apply. Come to my network connection. My network settings, there is the connection mode. You can see this already in auto. Remember, the first instance is in auto. Network selection, there is the network selection, the frequency, auto stay, the APN. You can put your auto. If you want to use manual, you can use manual and configure. Because I'm using MTN inside this, since I put auto, it will automatically detect itself and come and synchronize everything and get a connection. But if you put a manual, then you have to configure it yourself. Then my Wi-Fi connection, you can go to my SSID. My SSID, this is the network name, this is the WAP, this is the password. You can change your password, your Wi-Fi password, change it here, do whatever thing you want to do here. So all these are what you will see in your router. You're able to configure your router to your text and see how possible your router, your connection cannot be detected, or your connection cannot be penetrated into it. Okay, so this is how you can be in the safer side in your router. Make sure your router, you configure it to your text. Don't just allow it to be in the default state. Okay, whenever your router is a default state, anybody, a hacker, can penetrate into it. They can find it and they will do whatever thing which they want to do. So anytime and any day which you get your router, make sure you enter it. You always get the login details at the back of your router. Make sure you configure it to your taste and use a stronger password so that these hackers cannot penetrate or they can't detect your password. Okay, so what these are DDNS. What it does is that it's a dynamic domain name system. It's a service that automatically updates a domain name IP addresses whenever that IP changes. Okay, now a domain name points to that fixed IP address. If that IP changes, common with home internet, the domain breaks. Okay, the domain breaks. And also what you'll be saying is your domain is automatically updated to always point to that your current IP. So that is what it does. Okay, and I think with that you're able to finalize everything. Once you register, you want to set up your DDNX, you want to set it up, you register, create an account, and see how everything will get flow. So guys, so thank you for staying tuned, and please get in mind, for you not to be hacked, do this just like I said. Make sure you configure it to your text and make sure you are in a safer side. And wherever someone is connected to your system, always check it. Connect to your router, always check it at this point so that you too will not get hacked anytime, any day. So thank you guys for staying tuned. Okay, this KCWEB Center, we're always here to give you an update, nothing but the best of it all.